Well, hello.
Hello everyone, my name is Chris Scooter, or, because I'm going to be posting this on other various social media sites, Tyler, or just Scooter, however you want to address me. Today, I finally am going to just sit down with you and go over what my plan of diet is, discuss the steps I've taken, the meals I've done, any additional work I've done to get from where I am. Let's start off with this in this way. I want you to know that I started off probably my heaviest about 5 years ago, somewhere around 420 pounds, 440 pounds. I don't know exactly, scales don't go that high. Most don't. I was too ashamed of my weight to get on a scale. I will put, I think I can find a picture of myself when I was at my heaviest, which I'll put somewhere around my face. But this is a picture of me at my heaviest. Again, approximately 4 or 5 years ago. And I went, I don't want to be fat anymore. And I just did everything I could. I plowed through the rest of whatever unhealthy foods I had, drank the rest of the soda I had, went cold turkey and all that stuff, and started eating way different and way less. So on normal basis, average daily basis for me, how I would function is I wake up for work with like 45 minutes to get myself ready and out the door to work. I would probably have some Pop-Tarts or something like that for breakfast, cereal if I actually woke up at a decent time. At work, I would have ungodly amounts of food with the soda, and when I came home at night, there is a good chance I ate pretty close to 2,000 to up to 3,000 worth of calories in soda, chips, dinner, whatever else I had available to me. I was an absolute garbage dump, to put it lightly. And then I got myself more back on track with what I should be, more in line with healthy regulations. So I've taken a couple pictures here. Warning if you don't like to see me without a shirt on. But I've taken some pictures here that you're going to see that are basically comparisons to the day I started my diet and today, the day I decided I was done with my diet. In the initial set of pictures, I weighed approximately 360, 355 pounds. As of today, give or plus a couple pounds because of body temperance and how your weight can fluctuate and so on. I'm at 240 pounds. I almost said calories. I got my words mixed up. Yes, I am currently 240 pounds. I used to wear a size 48 pants at my hips. I now wear a size 36 pants at my waist. Again, all of this is just a tale that I'm trying to tell you to help you guys who are looking for help for how to handle your day-to-day diet style, how to handle things if you get cravings or wants or needs. But the biggest thing is that you should take away from all this is it's gonna suck. It will suck for about the first month. Up to about the first month. Everything, you'll be miserable. I will not sugarcoat it. I will not lie. If you want it bad enough, you'll push. Alright. So first thing I do every morning is I get up and I get on my elliptical. Watch this excellent camera. So I get on my elliptical. Now I understand that everybody can get an elliptical. Sometimes it's something out of your price range. I didn't spend a small amount for this one either. Before this, I was using a training elliptical. Something that's about the size of your car seat or your desk chair in overall floor space. It stands at best like a foot up. But when I was using a training elliptical, I was on it on days I went to work, I was on it for 45 minutes. On days when I had off, I was on it for 2 hours. Moving to an actual elliptical requires a lot more effort considering you have to move handlebars, and you also have to run on foot pedals, which are, again, my amazing camera. You have to run on foot pedals as well, which, doing all that obviously requires you to move your body a lot more than just basically doing knee-high presses for basically going for a full-on jog instead of just knee raises comparatively. Now, this is just based on my own experience with it. I've gotten better at doing this. Like I started like 2 weeks ago. I started working on this thing. Before then, I was just flat out using training ellipticals. And like I said, this takes a lot more effort than a training elliptical would. But on the actual elliptical, if I have to go to work, it'll be half an hour, and if I don't have to go to work, it'll be a full hour. And usually what I'll do is, since that's right here, I will get on my training elliptical here, and I will watch something on my computer just over here. It's effectively like going to the gym, as far as I know. I've never gone to the gym. But what I'm trying to drive home throughout this whole thing is that this whole process will suck. And I want you to make note of that in case that this will all suck. It's going to suck for a good amount of time starting out. Like I said, just transitioning to the elliptical, my first week, I could barely make it half an hour without breaking down, stopping, taking 5-minute breaks, going for 5 minutes till I hit that 1 hour mark. Now, going for an hour on this thing, not an issue whatsoever. Anyway, now that's all done. We cleaned up. Something I forgot to show in the last clip is it wasn't until recently, but I started putting on a waist wrap just to help me target my stomach when it came to exercising. This one's a 10-inch waist wrap, but 10, 8-inch, either will work, just as long as you can target what you want if you want to target a specific area. It does help because it helps to, like I said, force heat into a specific area, causing you to sweat more from that area than from others. If you're just trying to lose weight overall, you probably don't need this, but if you want a specific area, a waist wrap like this, or there are also leg wraps, arm wraps. There's wraps for just about any location on your body you're trying to focus on losing weight on. As for the foods I eat, well, let me show you basically what my diet has become and what it started out with and what it became overall. So, on average, trust me, I'm keeping like this, just keep everything secret. On average, I would eat, before I started dieting, I would eat up to, I would eat up to 3 meals a day, sometimes 4, depending on how much of a glutton I want to be. I am still a glutton to an extent, and that'll make more sense what you see I'm about to show you here. But starting off the day, my breakfast is usually one of these two things right here. Because it's either 2 eggs or 1 protein bar. And I usually have that before I eat, but I have plans today, so I haven't eaten anything yet today. But just something you need something light and in you that's full of protein to start your day. For lunch, you kind of get a choice based on what your day is. As I've not had to really go out anywhere and go to work, I've been having about 3 to 4 vegetables, or not these are vegetables, these are fruits. 3 to 4 fruits a day. Oranges, apples, pears, things of that sort. But again, keeping it within a certain calorie range. For breakfast, you see here, eggs go up to about 140 calories with this serving size I've got here. This is 190. So if breakfast, say about 200 calories if you can. Lunch, you're aiming for somewhere between 300 and 400 calories, which is what this is. And I said the fruit part, but I didn't move on to the next part. So, 2 slices of cheese. Average of like a slice of cheese calorie-wise is 80 calories. I usually buy these 1-pound packages of deli meats, and then I divide it up into 5s for each sandwich I make. So that's like, somewhere between 75 and 100 calories. Let me double check that quick. 75 and 80 calories just for this. The bread is the interesting part. For the most part, I stopped having white bread. I was for a while, but just recently switched over to just having switched over to having wheat bread, which has made a difference. But I also have found this brand, Lewis brand, that makes a light or calorie conscious form of bread, 35 calories per slice. You might be thinking that's a little bit overkill, but I guarantee you go look at any bread you're going to see in any store, the calories per slice are going to be anywhere between 70 and 100. That's why they do say bread is bad for you or bread makes you fat. So if you can, find something that's calorie conscious for you, so it'll help you if you want to make sandwiches. Which leads into this, your dinner. The dinner I usually have is kind of free flow for the most part. I kind of just have whatever within an extent. It's all about counting and changing up how you eat whatever. Now, just something I've learned is for the most part, red meat to white meat. Red meat is 2 calories to 1 calorie for white meat. So, effectively, if you have red meat, or if you have anything white meat, turkey, chicken, it's half of that is equivalent to, or same amount will have half the calories as your red meat equivalents. And for something like this, because I'm not exactly a cook, you can modify recipes a little bit to help you with calorie counting as well. Like this, as I said before, I am still a glutton. So this by itself is 880 calories. And unless I had something else for the day, good chance I eat this. I will eat this whole thing. But here's the thing that you gotta look for to like augment things is keep an eye on, let's see if we can find here. Somewhere around here. Ah yes, there you go. That's the caveats you're looking for when you make a lot of foods is oil, cooking oils. Various oils have various cooking oils, unless there's something an oil type that I'm not aware about. For the most part, it is about 200 calories per tablespoon of cooking oil. So, overall math, you take 200 calories out of this by some other means, this then becomes 680. Now the best, but still 700 calories at most, which is a lot better than 900 calories at most. The substitute that I use a lot for that is I just blast it with regular old household cooking oils or cooking pan sprays. That's the best way I can say it. Because, as you saw there for a second there, might not be truly accurate, but 0 calories per serving of this stuff. And you can mess around with some stuff, modify some of your foods to be a little more health conscious, a little less health conscious, and whatnot. But this is what I do. And there's other things that I do as well too that I did that helped me out with this. So there is one other thing I wanted to mention about doing a diet. It's, you know what, I'll tell you, it's a little painful for those that depend upon this stuff, but I mean, I had to give visual representation of this, okay? See this? See this one? It goes right in here. See, a big rule of thumb that I came across that I actually stuck to a lot with my diet is never drink your calories. Never. No soda. Some teas, almost no coffee. Well, I guess coffee is okay. No milk. No juices. Your drink of choice is water. Like me, who used to drink 4 to 8 12-ounce cans of soda a day, you have a huge caffeine dependency issue. I did too. Now I just bring up coffee and tea because you can use that to kind of stave off any caffeine headaches or any issues you may have from those drop of caffeine. But from soda, add up really quick. I think, oh, just one can a day, that's fine. One can of soda is 120 calories. And it's addictive. So one can turns 2 cans. That's 240 calories in a day. That doesn't fill you up. Then you start going to 3, and then 4, and then where I was, and all of a sudden it's just like, in order to feel human a day, you need at least 5 cans of soda. And quick math, that's 600 calories. That's an entire meal you could have had to keep yourself full because all you did was drink non-hydrating liquid. You're not full, so you have to eat. You basically are eating another meal on top of what you just drank as a meal. Doesn't help. Really doesn't. Now me with my current predicament, my current employment setup, I had the luxury to take a couple weeks off of work for a couple weeks and go cold turkey and everything caffeine. I did not have coffee, soda, or tea. I'll tell you, it sucked. For about an entire 2 week stretch, 2-3 week stretch, I was partially nauseous. My head was spinning due to lack of caffeine. I constantly had headaches, so I was constantly taking painkillers. I was taking naps in the middle of the day for no reason other than it was a headache and I didn't want to take painkillers and I was just tired from the lack of caffeine. Again, it sucks. But if this is something you want to pursue, you've got to push through it. Now what happens if you have what if you have snack cravings? What if you dive back into old habits mid-diet or diet and you want a snack? What I did is I just made 2 eggs. Same thing I would have for breakfast. If it was just, man, I'm hungry, I need to eat something, God, I'm starving. It was eggs. It was 2 eggs. And an ungodly amount of eggs. And maybe you yourself, you'll find eggs are the good solution for you. Maybe you'll find something else that works better for you. As I got on and got more used to things, I would sometimes instead of the eggs, I would substitute in those two slices of bread. Worst case scenario, if you can't do those, have like a handful, and I mean an actual handful. I don't mean the bag. I mean just like a handful of nuts, of mixed nuts if you can. Try out what you can. If you need a snack, basically aim for something in the 100 to 150 calorie range. That you, if you're on a diet of sorts, you need to avoid foods. You need to avoid certain foods. Obviously things that have added sugars, like juice, or the obvious one, chocolates or candies. That's a no-no. You do not get that stuff anymore. Believe me, it sucked. As part of the process, I've actually just clicked and it's just like, chocolate? No chocolate. And chocolate was out of my life. You're allowed cheat days. You are allowed those cheat days. Try to restrain yourself to some degree. But enjoy yourself in those times. Because you need some reprieve from all those days of, at least in my case when I did it, all those days of nothing but eggs, toast, and low-calorie options and food substitute options that kept you at or below 1,500 calories a day. The fun and games are over. The moment that happens, you are right back on your diet. You can't do any of this, oh, well, I'll just ease back into my diet. I mean, I only take off 100 calories here and 100 calories there. It's going to start to push you away and push you back. And you're going to get to a point where I'll just cut down 100 calories to, I'll just cut down 25 calories. Or, I'll just have the same thing again. Right back to where you started, right back to your want. Right back to the place where you're trying to get away from, weight-wise. Believe me, I struggled with that for at least 2 to 3 years before I knuckled down and actually started dieting. A big thing is calories, because my whole diet was about counting calories and cutting out calories here and there and keep myself below a threshold. I myself don't even know if I did it right. So you're asking, what is the right amount for you, or what you should do? I don't know. You're gonna have to kind of figure out what that is for yourself. I know general health and commissions and whatnot, or whatever that association is, they say 2,000 calories, but that's talking about average Joe. But for guys, I think that's like a 5'9" man with very little muscle build, or a 5'2" woman with almost no muscle build. I could be wrong on those numbers as well. But for me, like me myself, I'm not a 5'9" man. I'm a 6'2" man. I'm tall. Also, I myself, I am, well, genetically speaking, I am wide-chested, and I got tree trunks for legs. With that being said, I figured 2,000 calories for me was probably lowballing it. Like, I'm assuming for my caloric intake, it's probably like 2,200, 2,300. 2,500 being like an upper end for most people who are tall, like, 6.5, 7 feet tall, something like that. Really tall people. I figured for me, with my build, it's probably 2,200, 2,300. If any doctor has stumbled upon this whole video, set me or other people straight, because I'm not a professional. I don't know what's good and bad. I'm just all speculation on this. So for me, what I put myself at, knowing what my probable outcome is and what the daily regulation is, I said 1,500 calories or less. So sitting here in front of my computer, I'm just kind of guessing some things that people might have questions on and kind of give my final thoughts on all this. This is a really weird video to make. I didn't have a script. I didn't even know what to say, because I'm not an outright authority on this. I'm just somebody who at one point said, you know what? I'm done being overweight. I'm done being that guy in the crowd. This is that I didn't mention before, is that among the things I showed for meals and whatnot, is 2 nights out of my week, I would have just a salad. Now when I say salad, I don't mean a bowl of lettuce with cheese and ranch dressing, bacon, no. A salad with light Italian dressing, that was it. No additional fluff or anything like that. That's all it was. It was a large salad too. It was, depending on what brand I picked up, it was anywhere from a 9-ounce bag to a 12-ounce bag of salad, and I would eat the whole thing. So days I did that, my caloric intake was 1,000, 1,100, much lower than the 1,500 I was aiming for. You need to be 200 pounds at your high end to be physically fit. I know, I'm well aware. But there's varying factors in this that I think I decided to scrap my original 220 pound goal and go with where I am now at 240. One, again, I'm tall. 2, genetics. As I said before, I got a wide barrel. I got a wide barrel frame, and I'm wide. I'm a wide body. Also, genetically speaking, my legs are massive. Like, I'm pretty sure you think of like the normal leg size, and I think I got like 1.5 times the size on that. If I don't buy pants that are loose fit or boot cut all the way through the leg, I start having like constriction issues in my pants because there are blood constriction or blood cutoff issues. And another thing is my brother, we'll say half brother because he's adopted, but I'm gonna say brother. My brother, when he was nothing but muscle, he was 230 pounds. Now, of course, I'm not all muscle and roided out and everything, but I'm also only 10 pounds over what that is. And that brings me up to my next point of, I'm not young anymore. Yeah, there are some people who are in their 30s and 40s who push for it really hard and get themselves that toned frame, but I'm not that dedicated to all this. I'm also not that young anymore, where if I had gone on this crusade about 10 years ago, I probably would have, at this point, a Titan core and all that stuff. And the other reason why I came up to this 240 range is, even while on my diet, I have been stuck at 240 pounds, give or take a couple pounds, for 3 months straight. I have not gone up or down in weight. I've been stuck at this for as long as I can remember. Now, if there's any other questions about all this you want to ask me, any other tips you want to know about that I didn't talk about, either through me not talking about it or my lack of editing prowess, I'm more than happy to answer any questions. Leave comments down below, I'll reply to them, and I'll give you the answers I can. This was my first and probably only dive into this topic. I don't think I'm going to do this again, because again, I'm not a Forspoken expert on this. I'm just somebody who took stuff, threw it at the wall until something stuck, and I went forward with it until I got what I wanted. There are probably plenty of dietitians, physicians, general doctors, everybody that can give you better tips than I will. And anybody who came by to watch this, thank you for joining me on this interesting journey, on this off-topic, offshoot production that is way different from my normal shtick. And I shall see you, I guess I'll just see you.